Hey there, Sagittarius. Come on in. Let's do your energy forecast for the week ahead, shall we? Hello, everyone. My name is Lee Shanks, aka Intuitively, and we're doing the energy forecast for the sign of Sagittarius for the week of April the 7th through to the 14th. Now, before we get started, I want to remind you that April the 8th is eclipse. And we are in the energy of that already, so don't be too surprised if you're feeling a lot of energy, seeing a lot of cray around you at this time. It's in keeping with the global energy, okay? And things will settle down. And I want you to know that and sort of lean into that awareness and knowledge that whatever's going on that's uncomfortable for you right now or making you feel a little bit challenged in your headspace or whatever the case may be, understand that it's a for now, a not forever. All right, so I'm going to pull from two decks here. This first card from The Universe Has Your Back is your overarching energy for the week ahead. And it says, my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. What this is essentially saying here, Sagittarius, is the universe can only answer the energy that you put out. So if you're putting out fear and second guessing and anger and frustration, all of that means the universe can only give you things to be fearful about. They can only give you things to be frustrated about. It can only give you things to second guess sort of about, because that's the energy you're putting out. And it's that sort of like attracts like idea that if I want good things in my life, I need to focus on the good in my life. And that doesn't mean that every day is good. Absolutely not. Trust me, I live less challenging now, but still challenging life in many, many ways. But I focus on the fact that even though not every day is good, there is good in every day. And I look for that little nugget, and that is what I focus on. And when I focus on that, I multiply that good coming into my life. And my life has incrementally gotten better and better and better and better. It has not been an overnight thing, but it's not been an overnight belief system that I've had to break down and relearn about the energy that I'm putting out. So allow yourself the space and grace to create the reality that you want. Being grateful for the little things allows for more things to come into your life to be grateful for. All right. In a nutshell, that's what it's all about. Okay, Sagittarius. Now let's break this down. I am moving over to the Lantern Oracle here. I'm going to pull 3 more cards. This is going to break your week down just a little bit further. And we have for you, Weeping Wound. Yeah. Okay. This is exactly what I was talking about. It says here, you are not your wounds. You are not what happened to you. You are not your circumstances, okay? You are who you believe yourself to be. So if you believe yourself to be a weeping wound, I am traumatized, I am a victim. If you come at it again from that space, then the universe has no choice but to show you how you are a victim, all right? And so what you want to do is not focus on what happened to you, but how you grew and learned from what happened to you and how it allowed you to become a better, more empathetic, more compassionate person, hopefully, because of what you experienced, right? And when you focus on that part, the empathy, the compassion, the better person you became, the lessons that you learned, a little bit of gratitude thrown in there, that's what the universe is going to give you back. So, sorry, I don't know if you can hear the dogs barking in the background, but I got a couple of shepherds and they're trying to be protective of, I'm sure it's a leaf falling from a tree or something, but yeah, if they keep it up, I'll hit pause, but it's not so bad. Yeah, then look at this, Sag. We've got into the renewal for you. And it's really, what it's saying here is regeneration begins with decay. So this is allowing yourself to let this die away. This thought process that has not been serving you well at all, it's time to let that fall away, because as that happens, renewal is going to come into your life. I just want to take just a really quick moment here and sort of give you an example. And this is my own example. This is from my life. For the longest time, I viewed myself as a survivor, right? But at the time, everything that came into my life had to be something I had to survive. Okay, that's what the universe was giving me, because that's the energy that I was putting out. Then I got into the thriver. Oh, I'm not just a survivor. I'm a thriver. And then I began to see my life as being a thriver, which then the universe had to throw me challenges that I not only overcame, but I thrived on. And then I was in deep trance one day, and I had this beautiful vision, and I'm not going to go into the lengthy explanation of the vision, but really what it showed me was it lined up a whole bunch of words for me. And those words were all of my hobbies, all of my likes, all of my interests, all of the things I thought about myself. And it put them in a display in such a way that no word, no descriptive word was any bigger than any other, right? So my identification, my self-identification as a thriver or a survivor was no bigger, no smaller than myself as a wife, as a mother, as a daughter, as a sister, as an auntie, as a photographer, as a dog lover, as a whatever, right? They were all equal. And I was giving way too much weight to survivor, thriver, right? So I dropped that from my life. I dropped that thought process, that understanding that I had, and I learned to think in a new way. And I allowed new energy into my life. I allowed for the renewal by letting go of. I let that die away. And my life has become so much better because of it. And this is what they're saying is in store for you. All right. Now you're wrapping up. Look at this. We're sharing. Right off the bat here, I have a story unfolding in my head, but let me read here. There is giving in receiving and receiving in giving. So what they're saying here is it is easy to give, right? It's so easy to do for others because in that we receive the accolades for it, right? Oh, thank you so much for doing that. Oh my God, how did you know I needed this, right? There's receiving in that. But it's an easy reception because we've given, so there's almost like an expectation of being able to receive that. What's a lot harder to take is people just telling us how wonderful and good and beautiful and smart and kind we are without us having given something first, right? To be a receiver is a difficult thing to do for a lot of people, myself included. In fact, I have to carry a card right beside my desk that a light worker gave me a long time ago. And she said, you need to learn to receive. And on the back of that card, it says, when we open ourselves to others, we open ourselves to the abundance of the universe, right? So I'm learning, I'm not there yet. It'll take a long time. This is lifetimes of experiences that I'm trying to overcome and not thrive from, but just live and become me, right? And I do that not in always the giving, but in the learning to receive. All right. I hope this has made sense to you, Sagittarius. I'd love it if you'd leave me a comment in the chat box below. In the meantime, if you're liking what you're seeing, please do hit that like, share, and subscribe. Perhaps the notification button. Look me up at leeshanks.com or find me on Facebook and Instagram at Intuitive Lee. Blessed be one and all, and I hope to see you back here next week. Bye for now.